a strategy for pre-teaching Tier 2 vocabulary in the classroom for ESL students. This video is really for educators, any educators really who teach ESL students or even an ESL teacher. So when talking about Tier 2 vocabulary, we're talking about high frequency words, but that are above your Tier 1. So Tier 1 are those words that we see everyday life. They're the really high frequency words, and then the Tier 2 are the next step up. So they're kind of like the step in between our everyday vocabulary and our high academic vocabulary. So these are considered sometimes academic words, but they're more words like explain, elaborate, or provide evidence. So Tier 2 vocabulary can really trip up our ESL students, and these words really help students to know what to do to show their understanding. So if the students don't know that word, they have no idea how to present what they understand. And so an effective way to reach these ESL students is to pre-teach our vocabulary. And today I'm going to outline a strategy from Margarita Calderon's process, I guess, where it's a 7-step process that outlines really quick and easy ways that teachers can present Tier 2 vocabulary, or really any vocabulary, for all students. So the steps are listed behind me, but I'm also going to explain all of those to you. So step 1 is that the teacher reads and shows the word in the sentence from the text. And so this is providing the context for the students so that they see exactly how this word is used specifically in the current lesson. Step 2 is that the students practice pronunciation, and so students will repeat the word several times after the teacher. Step 3 is that the teacher provides a formal dictionary definition. Step 4, the teacher explains the meaning in student-friendly terms and gives examples that students can relate to by using simple language, pictures, or gestures. Step 5, the teacher highlights different aspects of the word, such as the root or prefix, suffix, multiple meanings, synonyms. You can also use conjugates to help students in their native language. Step 6 is that the teacher engages all students in ways to orally use the word. And step 7, the teacher will remind students how they will use the word during class. So I wanted to kind of give you an actual example of how I've used this in my classroom. So I teach 8th grade math, so I have regular kids and ESL students all mixed in together. This strategy really should only take about 7 to 10 minutes of class, and honestly, it takes about 10 minutes maybe the first time. It should be less time each time you kind of present this to the students, because they get used to the flow of the 7 steps. And so we were doing a unit on rational and irrational numbers. So one of the Tier 2 vocabulary that I picked out was terminate. So in step 1, I just read the word to the students, had them repeat it 3 times. So we always did the repeating in the first step. Step 2 is in the context. So I said a terminating decimal is a decimal with a finite number of decimal places. So that was how the students were going to see it that day. Next, I defined it by using the actual dictionary definition. So to bring to an end, to bound or limit spatially, or to conclude or cease. And then my student-friendly definition was just numbers or decimals that stop or numbers that end. So I provided several examples for the students, like 2.5 or 8.23. I provided the Spanish conjugate terminar, and then we talked about the root word term as a fixed or limited period which something lasts. Then we used the word in Rally Robin, so they used a shoulder partner and were able to talk and make up sentences back and forth. Finally, we talked about how we're going to use this word in our notes and exit slips. So this is just a quick pre-teaching for vocabulary.